little bit of bass as well.
You can turn it up a little bit, just a teeny bit. Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, test mic.
Rolling? Let's do it, man.
This is The Sessions at Midori House, and I'm Tom Hall. We're delving into the archive this week to bring you a classic from a couple of years back. Canadian musician and artist Chad VanGaalen visited the studios in September 2014 to sing some songs from his album Shrink Dust. I had the pleasure of speaking to Chad about his music, which we'll hear in just a moment. But first, let's hear a song. This is Cut Off My Hands.
Cut off both my hands and threw them in the sand. Watch them swim away from me like a pair of bloody crabs. Close my eyes and dream of different skies. Stare straight at the sun and try not to cry for you. Oh no. Doused in waves of static haze, I grew my mind into a maze. It makes me sick to even think of it. Fall asleep and disappear. Pop some pills to chase your fear. She said I love you both the same before she drifted away. Captured by the jackals and thrown into a hole. They tortured you for days and then let you go home. I can see them now, just flopping in the wind, like a giant stinking mouth that's been shooting out spit. Oh no. Oh no.
You work with a lot of bands, either as sometimes as a producer, and obviously you're a musician yourself. You seem to be the archetype of a very busy man because you do animation. I'm told you make instruments as well.
I'm a dad, and that's the busiest thing that you could possibly busy yourself with.
Yeah, that too. I mean, how do you maybe find time, and how do you divide your time across all those different disciplines?
Just my studio, everything's really close together within arm's reach, so it's a bit of a headache, actually. I'll probably die when I'm 42 of just pure stress from stressing out about not finishing things on time. Yeah, I guess as being a dad has sort of compartmentalized my time a lot too, so believe it or not, I feel like I'm more productive now just because when I do have the time, you know, if I get a 3-hour chunk of time, I'm just like, I got to go write a techno record in 3 hours, and then I should be at like X Games for making art or something like that. 'Cause it's just like, okay, I got to make a zine by 5 o'clock.
I mean, you make records under different monikers, and, you know, there's the Black Mold and things like that.
Right.
I mean, how much of Chad VanGaalen do we get to see? Is there just volumes of stuff that we don't know about?
There are, but I mean, I don't know how much of that stuff is really necessary to expose to the public. I do try and, when I have time, I do sort of slowly release it on Flemish Eye on the Canadian site. all the stuff that I release under different names, we have sort of a charity thing where we kind of pick a charity to donate money to. But that's sort of a good excuse to kind of put out piles of garbage into people's ear holes, because I don't really want to, at that point, I don't really want to take responsibility for a lot of this stuff, because it's like, it'll be like a 24-minute long noise track that probably sounds pretty horrible to 90% of the population. But
I lay my head down on the track. My eyes just rolled on by. Son, don't cry. Son, don't you hang so high. Last night I weighed my sin. Last night I weighed my. Last night I weighed my sins. Last night I weighed my. I fell my way back home. My head was buried underneath the stone. Son, don't cry. Son, don't you hang so high. Last night I weighed my sin. Last night I weighed my. Last night I weighed my sins. Last night I weighed my.
Looking at your kind of output, like a lot of it seems to use a lot of really kind of surreal imagery, and you seem to have like quite a sort of dark sense of humor. Like just now we were talking about Shreddy's cereal, and you came up with shredded monkey heads for your cereal.
oh no, I said boiled monkey hands.
Oh, well, there you are.
I thought that was like a classic British meal.
Oh, maybe
Blood
maybe.
pudding and boiled monkey hand.
I've missed out. I mean, where does that kind of ambition to not be operating in a very real world sense all the time, where does that come from? Is that like escapism, or?
I think I've been drawing since I was a kid, and really into sort of, when I was a kid, my dad had a lot of sort of Freak Brothers and Robert Crumb. I was exposed to a lot of comics that I probably shouldn't have been reading when I was that age. And maybe that's what kind of got me into the surreal imagery. And then from out of that, I got really into kind of like Metal Hurlant and Mobius sort of things when I was a preteen.
But there's something, although a lot of it is just sort of crazy to look at and really kind of out there, like there's something also like weirdly profound in some of it. And also like your songs, I mean, it sounds like you're trying to put a serious point across sometimes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So is there a profoundness in weirdness?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I feel like everybody feels pretty weird. Like weird is the new normal kind of situation for a lot of people, I think. So maybe I've been focusing on it long enough to sort of express it in a way that gets it the point across sometimes. Not all the times, that's for sure. But yeah, I feel pretty weird, so I feel like I sort of have to work that out of my mind.
He was the hangman's son. Wouldn't crack a smile till the deal was done. He was the only one, laughing as he sang that we all shall hang. Oh, have mercy on the demons that curse me. Oh, lay it on me when my time has come and I don't have the sense to run. He was the hanged man's son. He said every day's a curse and the curse just gets worse. Now you're on the run. You could smell his dirty work 'cause now you're wearing his shirt. You left in the night on your 10-speed bicycle. Well, it was a great beginning. Yeah, everyone was cheering for you, but now I stand on your grave.
That was Hangman's Son by Canada's Chad VanGaalen. And that brings us to the end of this week's sessions at Midori House. This show was produced by Holly Fisher and mixed by Alex Funnell. I'm Tom Hall, and thanks very much for tuning in.
Buried deep in the ground.